No, I'm going to back your point up here because you know what the Combine is? It's an NFL event. And what does the NFL love to do? They love to dominate the news cycle. And even in the offseason, they know that there are people out there listening right now who love the offseason maybe more than they love the regular season. They love the offseason. They love the rumors. They love the speculation. They love watching the free agent tracker, all that kind of stuff. They love the build up to the draft. They love looking at mock drafts. They love all this stuff. And the Combine is a made-for-TV event that the NFL has a week's worth of programming to trot out there. So there's no way this thing is going away anytime soon because people seem to enjoy it. But what I'm saying is the consequences to these guys not working out the Combine are not going to be severe.
No. I mean, especially now because a lot of players do it. You're not going to not draft a great player that you think has great potential because he didn't work out of the Combine. I mean, okay, just do a little homework on the guy. Does the guy like ball? Does he love ball? Is he just been advised not to do it? So I think if you do a little homework, I mean, certainly you're not going to not draft a guy that you love and think can be a great football player because he didn't run the 40 at the Combine. And you're right, Mike. You're spot on. It is. It's made for TV. They were selling tickets to it. I don't know if they still do that, but they have all this stuff on TV now, and you have a lot of people talking about it. It's the hub for the NFL too. You get a lot of business done there.
Sure you do.
And it is. You know, just like the NBA trade deadline and the news cycle that was this year especially, all of a sudden you have now what is everyone talking about? Matthew Stafford. What is going to happen? So all week long we're talking about Shador and all these guys that we wouldn't be doing if they didn't have the Combine.
So think about all the ways that you can let's just use Shador Sanders as an example, right? So all the ways that you can evaluate, talk to a guy like Shador Sanders, right? You got Senior Bowls, you got Combines, you got Pro Days. Every team gets a certain number of private visits too.
Yeah,
with these players as well,
where they come to your
facility. So the ability to get
I hope our facility's nice enough for these college kids that come in. Do we need to clean up a little bit for them? And I mean, I'm a little bit nervous about our facility. And Mike,
soft.
Mike, if they go in the locker room,
30th,
it's like a prison cell, according to Philip Lindsay.
It's like entering
jail.
There's
no way they're going to want to come here.
It's like you might as well be hosting these guys in Joliet.
Right. The Supermax.
Right.
Wherever
down there in
Joliet.
Where is that? In Florence, Colorado. Down the Supermax.
Yeah. Right there next to Krasinski.
30th ranked locker room in the NFL.
Right.
How can you bring them in there?
I mean, come on.
You'll lose them right there.
They'll
be like, I don't.
They're going to walk right out.
Right. They'll walk out. They'll call their agents.
Oh,
I don't want to go to Denver.
The locker room stinks. Feel like I'm in a jail cell. I mean, that's according to Philip Lindsay.
Phil, come on, man.
Phil.
What are we doing?
Come on, man.
Got 3 Super Bowl winning teams have come out of that locker room. Come on now.
Toughen up. Let's go.
Come on.
Hey, and I'll give Zach credit. We got to give Zach credit here before we smear him at some point here in the next 2 hours because we will. But he did. He called Phil out for that. He did. He called him out, and he wouldn't let it go. So I was proud of Zach for doing that.
It is Is It Just Me Friday. Giving you a chance to get those hot sports opinions off your chest. This is stuff that you've listened to this week, watched, read, just overall opinions that you just want to get out there to everybody before you slide into your weekend. It can be about anything world of sports, locally, beyond, outside the world of sports. All we want is plenty of opinion, humor, snark. Throw in one of Brandon Stokley's Cajun words of the day that you've learned over the course of the season, and you go right up to the top of the line.
We need one of those right there where it's just my words, so we can give refreshers where it's line yap alon ça c'est bon couillon gris
what was
laissez les bon temps rouler.
Yeah, what does that one mean again?
Let the good times roll.
Oh, I love that one.
You do. Laissez les try to say it.
Laissez le bon temps.
No, not temps. Bon temps.
Laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll, everybody.
You're good. Yeah, it's Friday. This is what you do. When you're down south and it's Friday, laissez
right.
le bon temps rouler.
Oh,
let's go,
I love
baby.
It. Here we go. Is it just me, or is MPJ, a.k.a. Mr. Softy, the softest 6'11" player in the NBA?
Nah, come on. I mean, can we just stop? Can we?
What do you mean, stop? Why?
He's
to
a
stop?
really good basketball player. He's not a physical player. Okay, that doesn't mean he's soft. He's gotten much better doing the intangible, doing the other things, doing the little things, getting rebounds, getting on the floor, playing defense. He's not a great defender, folks. He's not. I got it. He's not going to be the guy that goes to the rim and hey, yeah. How about Christian Brown?
Ooh.
How about Christian Brown? Oh. What did he say? Mama, there goes that man. Right? Who says that? Who said that?
Who said that? I'd like that.
Huh? Do we remember? Mama, there goes that man, right? Do we remember who said that? Anyway, but that dunk from Christian Brown was wow last night, and but that's not going to be Michael Porter Jr. It's just not. Okay, so but I'm not calling the guy. He's not soft. He's not, and he's a really good basketball player. And so that's just to me. That's just look. Is he perfect? No, he is inconsistent. We need him to be hot, but we do need him. He's a big part of that group, like Michael Malone said last night.
So you got that going on. Nuggets playing tonight in Detroit. Avalanche playing at home tonight against Minnesota. I'm going to be at Tom's Watch Bar in Lodo, McGregor Square, for the game tonight. A watch party from starting at 7 o'clock, although get there a little early because the Nuggets will be playing earlier today as well. So that'll be good. So, yeah, see you tonight at Tom's Watch Bar for an Avalanche watch party against Minnesota. Minnesota got hammered last night by the hockey club.
Oh, the hockey club. Yeah. Talk a little podcast, hockey podcast with Mike.
We'll talk hockey.
Whatever you want.
We'll talk hockey. We'll talk whatever you want.
It was Mark Jackson that said that.
Oh, Mark Jackson.
Mark Jackson, when he was calling games.
Remember,
you know who I miss?
Remember when he was coaching Golden State and he got Andre Iguodala?
Yeah.
Spill secrets? By the way, is it just me? Did you see what Golden State did the other day?
Did they retire?
They retired Andre Iguodala's jersey.
Why?
Why? Exactly.
What did he? Was he that good?
I mean, he was a Finals MVP, wasn't he? 1 year.
Okay. Sure.
So
Yes!
he was a Finals MVP. So I suppose that's enough. You know, if the Nuggets win another championship and
what are we doing? Who we
well,
retiring?
Let's say the Nuggets won another championship. And Christian Brown was the Finals MVP. That's kind of the equivalent we're talking about.
How long did
Iguodala?
Did he play for the Warriors? How long was he there for?
So he was with the Warriors. Let me get he played in the NBA for a long, long time. He was with Golden State for about.
Was it 2 different stints?
Yes. So he played really as a player for about 6 years. Then he came back late for 2 years as just kind of like a.
So 8 years total.
8 years total.
Okay, so.
But in those 8 years with Golden State, he averaged, what was it? Let me see if I have the right number here. I want to make sure I have the right number.
I don't.
How many points per game you think he averaged?
I really don't care. I've talked enough about him.
Yeah, we have talked about him.
Yeah.
But he was, oh boy, was he.
He
was a
ratted
spy.
us out.
He ratted us out.
He's KGB. He KGB'd us.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Right.
He averaged 7 points a game in his 8 years.
I mean, come on. What are we doing?
Come on. What are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing, Golden State? Come on. You should be better than that.
Mike Evans, Mr. Participation, is saying, what are we doing? That really means, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Right? If you, of all people, Mr. Participation?
You know what? Hey, anytime he's back in the Bay Area, video tribute.
Video tribute.
That's
fine. Not the Rafters. Come on.
What are we doing? Come on.
Golden State.
Golden State. Stand for something more.
Man.
What is this? This is like the Lakers putting up a in-season championship banner.
Foolishness.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Is it just me, guys? I'm not liking these reports of Matt Stafford to the Raiders. What do you think?
Okay.
So here's the latest. Here's the latest this morning.
All right.
Courtesy of Diana Rossini, who says that the Rams and Stafford are set to meet. Currently, there are 2 offers out there for Stafford, one from the Giants, one from the Raiders, both around 2 years for $90 to $100 million guaranteed.
Okay.
So,
and if you're the Rams, what are you doing? Just pay him.
Unless you have a fallback.
Aaron Rodgers. Who else?
Aaron Rodgers. Has to be only Aaron.
Sam Darnold? Sam Darnold?
Oof.
Sammy? Younger?
I think he's an absolute bum.
I mean, but who else after that? I mean, it's got to be those 2 guys, right? I mean, there's nobody else on the market.
You like that? You like that?
I got one. Russell.
You think
You like
Sean?
that?
You really think Sean McVay would sign up for that? Come on. Pete Carroll said no thanks. Sean Payton said no thanks. Mike Tomlin said, "Yeah, I've seen enough. No thanks." You think Sean McVay
all in with
Sean
Russ.
McVay is going to sign up for the Russell Wilson experience?
It's spicy.
Come on.
I mean, but you got to take care of stuff. If it's just that 2 year, okay, do it. I mean, you had a good team, and you can win now. I mean, they are a really good football team, both sides of the ball. And you're really gonna go? I mean, we going with Stetson Bennett?
No.
Jimmy Garoppolo?
No.
Okay,
no.
Sam Darnold. I mean, come on.
So-
I don't know, Mike.
The only because the idea that Matthew Stafford could be out there, to me, sends up a giant red flag, because Sean McVay, who understands the importance of quarterback, like anybody who's smart in this league understands the importance of quarterback, this guy went out and got Matthew Stafford because he decided that Jared Goff, a guy who did lead him to a Super Bowl, wasn't enough, that Stafford was the guy to get him over the hump, and he did get him over the hump. Now he's going to let him go because he doesn't want to pay him an extra, I don't know, $23 million per season over the next. You don't do that unless you're convinced that you have a replacement for Stafford that can be as good or better but cheaper.
Yeah.
There's no way.
That's not how you do football.
There's no way. There's no. I mean, so
Some people are. When it comes to certain things, they have big egos, Mike. And
well, if Sean McVay had that big of an ego, he wouldn't have traded Jared Goff. He would have said, "I could get Jared Goff to the next level."
Well,
and he said, "I can't. I need somebody better."
And you look at it and just say, "Hey, okay, sorry, Matt, you want too much money. This is a team effort deal." And you try to get out in front of it. A year before, maybe you think the end is coming here soon. And you say, hey, you know what? There's a younger guy out there in Sam Darnold. Let's try to get him for 5 or 6 years. And I'm a great coach. I know what I'm doing. Look, I made Jared Goff play well. Matthew Stafford's played well. And it's about the offense. It's about the scheme. It's about me. It's kind of, that's Josh McDaniels thinking. That's what Josh thought. Jay Cutler. Don't need Jay Cutler. Go get Kyle Orton. Go get Orton. I'll make him on Matt Castle. Look what I did with Matt Castle, by the way.
That's ignorant.
So some people just, that's the way they operate. I'm not saying that's Sean McVay or not. I don't know why you would do this. Me personally, now we're on the outside looking in, but we also are the people that got fooled by Russ. We didn't know everything. So is there something more there with Matthew Stafford, or is it just one of those situations to where they don't want to meet his number for whatever reason?
Would Matthew Stafford landing with the Raiders be a problem? I'm gonna play a little game with you. I'm gonna play.
It's the Raiders. The Raiders. They're dysfunctional, and they're gonna. I don't care if they got Pete Carroll. I don't care if it's John Madden. It's gonna be the Raiders.
Let's do a taste test. Okay, one of those classic. Is it Coke? Is it Pepsi? Taste test.
Man, why don't they do that anymore?
I don't know.
Those used to be fun.
I'm gonna do a taste test with you. Okay. Quarterback A.
Oh, you're doing your stat deal. Oh, my goodness.
No, this is fun. This is fun.
I don't know.
No, this is fun.
I'm not looking forward to this.
This is fun.
Okay.
This is fun.
All right, I'll give it a chance.
All right, let's see if you can do it. Okay.
All right.
Ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
Quarterback A.
Okay.
threw for 3,762 yards. Quarterback B, you writing that down? 3,762.
Yeah.
Quarterback B threw for 3,775. Quarterback A threw for 20 touchdowns. Quarterback B threw for 29 touchdowns. Quarterback A threw 8 interceptions. Quarterback B threw 12. Which one of those is Matthew Stafford?
He is quarterback A.
You are correct. Guess who quarterback B is?
I got 2 guesses.
Okay.
My first guess is Aaron Rodgers. Sam Darnold. Okay, one more. Because this was going to be my other one, and for some reason I put Sam Darnold in there. It was going to be. Why are you looking at me all crazy? It was going to. Now I forgot who. Bo Nix.
Yes.
It was Bo Nix.
Bo Nix.
That was
quarterback
that was going to
B.
be my second one.
Quarterback B was Bo Nix, who had better numbers
Just stay the course, like
than Matthew Stafford.
I knew it. Like it's like you're going through the answers on a test. You got A, B, C, D, and you look at B and you're like, yep, that's the answer. Then you get to C, he's like, oh, maybe that's the answer. Then you get to D, oh, I think it's D. But it ends up being B. You
Yep.
go with your gut,
That's
your
what-
first one, and I strayed from that. Okay, I won't do that again.
I remember taking those standardized tests.
That's what they tell you.
We took the I don't know, it was, for some reason Iowa was. We always took the Iowa test every year. I don't know why.
You took the Iowa test in
New Hampshire.
In New Hampshire.
Yeah, I don't know why. Iowa. They must be really good at corn and putting out
Standardized
and
test.
wrestling and standardized tests and tight ends.
Yep. Wrestling.
Other than Noah
Yes.
Fant. But
Right.
yeah. so,
come on.
hey,
We don't shout out Noah.
hey.
He's doing well. He's doing well.
Is
in
he?
Seattle.
Is he?
Is he really?
Is he really?
Is he? Come on, Mike.
But you're right. That's what they always. I remember taking those standardized. I hated those standardized tests, and they always told you 2 things I learned about standardized tests. One, C is the most frequently correct answer. C. Like A, B, C, D. C is the most frequent answer.
Who
on those
said that?
It's
no, I don't. No. I'm calling bull.
Text line.
Bull
Back me up.
junk.
There
Bull
must
junk
be
on that.
somebody who was
No.
once on the Iowa standardized test or PSE or SETs or whatever.
Right.
The other thing is that they always said, go with your first gut
That's
instinct.
right.
You
They do.
got to go with
Yep.
your first gut instinct.
Yep.
So your first gut instinct was Bo or
Yeah.
was it Rodgers?
It was Bo.
Bo.
And then because we've been talking about Rodgers and because we've been talking about Darnold, I went Rodgers. And then I was going to go with Bo. And then I thought Darnold. And I went with Darnold for some reason because of the 29 touchdowns. I'm like, Darnold had a lot of touchdowns. He had a lot of touchdowns.
Right.
I mean, he had weapons all over the place. So, I screwed that one up.
But
I'm
that's
not-
my point. So maybe this idea that Matthew Stafford's in the AFC West. He's with Pete Carroll and Brock Bowers. Oh man, the Broncos. It just got more difficult for everybody in the AFC West. Did it? Or is Matthew Stafford still that kind of quarterback?
Yeah, right. And to your point, is Kyron Williams, their running back, going with them to the Raiders?
Right,
Also,
right.
How about Cooper Kupp?
Right.
How about Puka?
Puka.
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 Is Puka going?
Puka's not going.
He's not going. Who's calling plays?
Jacoby Myers is there.
Who's calling plays for Pete Carroll?
Oh, that's a good question.
I mean, so I'm not concerned about the Raiders with Stafford. Now, would I rather them not have Stafford and look for a quarterback for the next decade? Sorry, Tom. Sorry, Tommy.
Absolutely.
Of course I would. But even if they get Stafford, they're in our rearview mirror, Mike. I'm not paying much attention to the stinking Raiders. All right.
Even if they get